clients shave their feminine area. They're Brazilian. I'm just being honest. I know waxing's scary. Waxing can be painful. It's like one of the most daunting beauty services that you can start getting done. In my opinion, the pros outweigh the cons. So all the benefits, since that I love a Brazilian wax. Number one, the reduction in hair density. A lot of people will ask, like, does Brazilian waxing ever get to a point where the hair is permanently gone? A lot of people have questions about the regrowth process. Say, like, your first Brazilian wax, you may not get a completely clean wax. Like, you may still have little bits of stubble. You may have some hairs that poke through the surface a few days later, because like not everything is on the same hair growth cycle. The hair growth cycle in itself could be a whole nother video, but I always tell my clients I do not want them to shave. I do not want them to trim in between their waxes. But when they want to start getting into waxing, like even growing out for that first wax, because I tell my clients I need them to grow out for 3 to 4 weeks before. I know some waxers will say 2. I do tell my clients at least 3. Growing out for that first wax, a lot of times people are like, I don't know if I can do this again. I don't know if I can grow out for 5 to 6 weeks before my next wax. And obviously it takes a few to get to this point, but when I tell you, the hair density just reduces so much. Your hair will be so much thinner when waxing. Now, not everyone gets to the point where it looks like they have no hair. Everyone is completely different. I do think genetics, ethnicities do have a lot to do with that. 90% of my clients like a really, really significant reduction in their hair density. The thing that I tell everyone is hair length will always come back. Like you were to get Brazilian waxes for a year or 2 and then you just stopped, like your hair will grow back, but it will be a lot thinner. And so that's another thing that people will ask is waxing versus laser. I don't personally love laser. Unless waxing just really doesn't work for you, I think that you can get the same benefits of laser from waxing, because laser essentially just really, really thins out your hair. And I feel like you can still get that from regular waxing. That's why I tell a lot of people to start getting their waxes in the fall time, so that by the time spring and summer comes, and that's when people really want to be regularly waxed, it's not a big deal to grow out. You really won't notice that hair like in between when you're wearing shorts, bikini bottoms, swimsuits, things like that. The reduction in hair density is just absolutely amazing. I don't like when people shave because I just don't think like the razor bumps and things are worth it. I'm someone that when I shave, and I have seen this with a lot of my clients, I get a lot more ingrown hairs and I get a lot more razor bumps. Now, not everyone's ingrown hairs go away with waxing. That's why some people start to opt towards laser hair removal. But if you are doing your aftercare, and I have a whole video on aftercare products, and it really does help with eliminating some of those ingrown hairs. And then obviously you're not going to get razor bump when you're not using a razor. Results of waxing just last